All right, so here's an example of the sticker. And the way he set it up was he imported the images, the skull, the guns, and he drew a outline with the pen tool. Just kind of picked a random shape. He decided where he wanted the line to fall. I'm going to Command Z a couple times to get it back to the original. And then if you pay attention over here, you'll notice this swatch is actually is set up as a spot color. So I'm going to double click on it. And in the swatch palette, this is that code, and I think I mentioned it here in class. The code has to be CutContour, one word, kind of jammed together, capital C, U-T, capital C-O-N-T-O-U-R. Make sure that that's the name of that swatch. And then under color type, it defaults to process color. You need to check spot color and make sure that it's changed to spot color. Those two things, the unique name and the spot color, is what the VersaCAM or the Flying Dutchman looks for to create that cut line. Okay. So this is an example. Here's another one. He did two of them. I think, yeah, here's the other one. The other one is very similar. I think his dad, what he said, his dad bought the clip art online, trademarked to their team or something like that, had somebody design it. So same thing, there is a contour line, you'll see the pink line. When it prints, it doesn't print any of the pink line because it's coded as a spot color and cut contour, which means it says, hey computer, if you see this code, don't print the color, but cut the line, okay? So it'll just follow that track line, and it'll just print the gold, the black, the red, the white, the gray. Actually, it won't print the white. It'll leave the white because it's white sticker material. All right, so I'll close this out. So if you can kind of picture that, the process in your head, I'm going to close this file. Don't save. File. Okay. So brings us to our Ninja. What we're going to do is, I'm going to go step by step and kind of show you how we're going to create outlines. You're going to do this individually. I want you to pick one of the ninjas and you're going to create a new document, right? Yeah. So the new document is Command N, right, Jesse? We're going to make it a 3 by 3, 3 inch by 3 inch.
So width by 3, height by 3.
3 by 3. 3 inches width, 3 inches height. Make sure you change the dimensions to inches.
All right, and then create.
Click create, yep.
Okay.
Then wherever your ninja is, you're going to copy one of them.
Copy.
Command C.
Okay, so we can't several lines, so like how do you just, would it still be the same thing, Command Z?
Command C for copy. And then Command V to paste it in place. All right. So if we look, now we have layer 1 has a ninja on it. Or it could be a skull. It could be a softball. It could be any kind of thing. Just so happens to be the Ninja project is what we're learning this process with, okay? First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Command G. What does Command G do? It groups everything. That way, if I happen to choose the arm, it's not going to go separately and not going to, go flying off the edge and move. You really do want these things to be left in place. All right. So now that you have layer 1, we need to make a copy of layer 1. Simply go to the layer menu. I'm going to click and hold on the layer. And you'll notice it highlights the layer. And I'm going to drag it and put it right on the new layer icon. So now I have layer 1 and I have layer 1 copy. Okay? So this is where you got to decide before you make your copy. You can't make any changes once you make that copy because the outline itself is going to remain the same. In the last class, a couple people made the copy and then they started changing the size of the outline. And when they tried to overlay the two, they didn't match. All right? So here's the deal. Layer 1, we're going to turn the eyeball off so we don't see it. And we're going to choose layer 1 copy. And I'm going to double click on it and I'm going to change the name to cut line. Cut line. Okay, that'll kind of help me keep track of what I'm actually doing on this layer. There's a small round circle to the very right of this layer. You'll notice on the left side there's an eyeball. There's an open space which turns on and off the lock. There is a thumbnail, the layer name, and then there's a circle. If I click the circle, it highlights everything that's available. Okay? I want to make sure that everything is colored the same. So I'm going to go over to the swatch menu. And I'm going to make sure that all the outlines are black by simply clicking on the black swatch. And I'm going to come over here to the fill square. And you'll notice there's a question mark there. Whenever there's a question mark, that means that there's multiple colors. When there's multiple colors, it doesn't know what you want it to do. So it says, hey, make a choice. Either choose one of them or, yeah, it doesn't know what you want it to do. So as long as this is on the top, I'm going to select the black swatch and convert everything to black. Okay? So even if you have gradients and things like that, we're going to migrate it to this. All right? The next step is I'm going to choose to increase the line thickness, make it a little bit more bold. And that's in the swatch menu, the 3 stripes. Okay? I'm going to increase it to about 5. Then I'm going to make all the corners rounded. You'll notice that there's 9 different selections. There's caps, corners, and a line stroke. The one I'm going to choose is that middle corner selection. And you can see that on the corners it actually makes a nice little round. Okay. From there I'm going to hit Object and Expand. And basically it's going to expand and make all the lines shapes. Okay. This is one of those techniques that you're going to want to make sure you keep track of, because using this technique will help you out when you cut vinyl and make your vinyl stickers, right? Once you have all your outlines expanded, we're going to go to the Window menu, choose Pathfinder, click on it, and it should open up the menu. I'm going to simply choose the top left icon, and what that's going to do is it's going to unite all of these little shapes now into one big shape. So you'll see all the little details, the lines right now. As soon as I hit this button, they all go away, and now it's one shape. It's a blended version of all of those items. So if I change this fill now, you'll notice the black fill. If I hit the rotate arrow, bang, it follows the outlines perfectly. Okay, so this is the beginning stages of creating a cut line when we send it to the Flying Dutchman. All right. Now all we got to do is convert this to a cutting color, like I showed you on the skull stickers. I'm going to deselect for a second, and I'm going to delete this. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Right now it's black. I'm going to check the magenta square. the nice hot pink square. And the reason why I choose hot pink is it's easy to see on the screen, the preview screen, once it's uploaded in the colored room. Again, we need to change the swatch name to CutContour, C-U-T, capital C, Contour, capital C-O-N-T-O-U-R. That's the first half. The second half is we need to make sure we change the color type to spot color. And I click OK. So if you look at the swatch square, there's a little white triangle in the bottom right corner that lets you know that you've created a spot color correctly. All right. I'm going to go back to the layer menu and turn on the Ninja. So now we're back. And you can see that because I expanded that outline, right now the outline has a little white space. So it's going to print the color, and then it's going to go back and cut that pink line so that I'll have a sticker that'll be able to be pulled out and weeded, and it'll have a nice little white space around it as well. Okay? So for example, I'm going to create a master page for you guys in here. I'll show you the one we did last period. It's in B2, Master Ninja Stickers. So here's the one for the folks that got their stuff done. Each one of these stickers that, so for the ninjas that they did in 2B, you can see they all have the pink outlines. Some of them have been moved. You'll notice that they're slightly imperfect. Okay. Some of them are dead on to the edge. There's no space. Some of them have spaces. It's your choice. Some of these need to be cleaned up. You can see that there's a little error, but that's going to be me to kind of troubleshoot these and make sure that we get a good sticker. Each one of these, I kind of know who did it. We grouped this together. Each one of these people actually opened this document. They took turns, pasted their Ninja in place, and we're going to print those this afternoon. Okay, and then I'm going to have them available for next class. So for you guys, I'm going to create a folder for you, and I'm going to show you where it's at. Close this one here. Okay, I'm going to create a master document for your ninjas. It's going to be 24 inches wide, 12 inches tall. I'm going to save that on the network drive. That's the 205. I'm going to find it under graphics. And here we are at 3B. Okay. Shared folders, shared files. And I'm going to create this as a PDF, and we're going to call this 3B Okay. 3B Master Ninja Stickers, number 1. So those of you who think they can follow along or think they can at least get to this shape, I'm going to post this. I'm recording this video. I'll upload this to YouTube, let you guys watch it from, over as many times as you want. Open the menus, make the changes, make the adjustments. You should be able to follow along if you just kind of do step by step. Good news is, a lot of you know YouTube. You guys watch it a bunch, especially in this class. If you want Ninja stickers printed, and that's part of the assignment, is to make sure that you get the outline at least. You don't have to have your Ninja printed, but you at least have to be able to make outlines. Okay? So that's what you're going to be graded on. Actually, having stickers at the end of the project is a bonus. It's not mandatory, but it's available. One girl is doing the Avengers. Another girl is doing Airbenders. So they're not necessarily ninjas, but they're kind of using the same shapes. So the Avengers girl, she's going to do the Hulk, Thor, Captain America, all Iron Man. Airbenders, she's got the what? Earth benders, air benders, fire, you know, all the different water benders, right? Whatever they are. So it's up to you what you want to do with this. They want their stickers printed, so they're making them super nice. Yeah. So follow along in the video. If you have any questions,